Mwaziri bwechi Besa John Mbadi noria bwechi Semi Julius Migoso Gamba nigo baikira nase komiti ya bunge ye kurigereria amangana ya masomo imense ya Kenya iri kurigereria ngana ye budget ase sector iyo ya masomo. Mbadi nigo boiganekerie komiti yune serikali tebwati chibesa chisa inego somia abana bosa asekeria tebune serikali nige bwate binte binge na mono amakabesa na sensema ya Migoso Gamba niganekerie komiti yuna nigo chiskuru chiro chiarokanire chitabwenere tikobao nemerubirio era chikoro ke chiskuru chire asense ya Kenya asata rune kiombe kyobotuki ngechikorigereria engane ya soboime mulikito korwa somo chio Nairobi Josephat Makura Moracha na roboti urwa senchiro yoboikirano
bune nchira ya mayogo kinie birango bya masomo na korora abana banyorire amasomo asencherere ndonge nige komiti y'ekisemi yari yakomanya nge serikali etariko era abana amasomo abosa Krivu Gisairo no mubunge ukitutu Masaba.
Why always come to this committee telling us that you've provided for 22,000 yet knowing very well that you've never been able, you are not able? Why not use the average of the figures that you disburse and tell the schools that the money allocated to you is 10,000 so they're able to plan? Because the ministries, both Treasury and Education, are jointly participating in the collapse of the education sector.
Moskembadi atebira serikali bwata makabesa mange eye kogere serikali rigetibune kubanga ebitoki biyaye asonchira yoboikirano.
The inconsistency comes about because of the amount we provide is less than the expectation. That is the truth. We don't have the capacity as at now to finance free primary, free secondary. And I will explain to you. If you check our debt repayment 5 years ago, it was very low. Because of the financial pressures in this country, we are under providing for the per capita allocation per child in Kenya. If you take all the children in Kenya who are in high school, senior secondary school, if you take all of them and divide with our budget, which we give them, it is less than 22,000 shillings. That is what I'm saying. Yet, what we have provided is the full budgetary allocation. What I'm trying to say is that Treasury has never failed to release the money that is in the budget. And by the way, the budget is provided by National Assembly. I wanted to demonstrate to you the reasons why the government is finding it difficult to finance each child at 22,000, in junior school at 15,000, and in primary at 1,400, because we have other competing needs for funds. Hence, that underfunding.
Part of the 1,700 or something that you indicated that is retained in the ministry caters for textbook funding, co-curricular activities, issues to do with the semester, etc., etc. And there is an issue there relating to part of that money being used also for infrastructure. That is a part of the money that, for example, is used for what we could call desk or equipment or something like that in that space.
A committee iyi yari kumanyeguro y'ikisukuru kibekire kitari cyo bomaene ekyo kigotume kuko ibera aba Kenya kibesa asobu mu waziri w'ekisemya eresere meroberie wisare yabekire eliyo korora kibesa cyaba Kenya tikiri gosira.
We have cases whereby ghost schools have received money that were never approved by this department, by this bunge. We have schools that have received as much as 50 million Kenya shillings that never came through this committee. For example, we talk about Bomet High School, received 50 million. Bomet High School does not exist, but you send this money through Tenwek. I wish to know, how did you give Bomet High School 50 million when we have other schools that could have received that funding?
You want to tell us is because you are lacking a proper system like that to know there are good schools in this country or to feed them without information from the ground.
I'm not saying that there are no good schools because this has been flagged. I'm saying we'll need to have a system that it helps us to capture and to know which schools we have. And because the system is not working, that is what gives the gap, creates the gap. It's been flagged, and the investigative agencies will, of course, will take up their part under the Auditor General, and we'll get to know the culprits.
Nguripoteria Itaya TV kurwa magacho ye bunge, Marieta Nen Josephat Makura Muracha.